Welcome, Cobra fans. Cobra Sports Network coming to you live here in Vanderbilt, Texas, as we are patiently awaiting the Golden Cobra Band as they get set to do their state qualifying performance out here in Vanderbilt. But first, before we start with that, I got Coach Van Duren here with me tonight. And, Coach, welcome. Thanks for joining us here, Cobra Sports Network.
No problem. Glad to be here.
Yeah, Coach Van Duren, it's your first year here in Vanderbilt. Head basketball coach. You still got some football going along right there. But, Coach, love to know what's your background. Where'd you come from? Why'd you come to Vanderbilt, Texas? What brought you all the way out here?
Mr. Motley.
Okay.
I was in the area. I would say 8 years. I was in Victoria East District. That was my first job as a elementary paraprofessional. I got my first job at Howell Middle School, and Mr. Motley gave me my first middle school job, my first middle school coordinator job, my first high school job, and it's a crazy story. Uh, I was at an Avid convention. We was talking. Said, "Hey, we may have a spot opening." I just thought he was blowing smoke. Like, oh, he just talked. Let's just talk what people see. He'd never give me a no. He's never gonna call me. That's what people say. And right on time, a year later, he gave me a call. He put a good word in for me when Mr. Coach Rowe left.
Okay.
So my thing why I came here, they treated me. I felt like a. I tell everybody I felt like a college recruit. Mr. Narn drove up to visit me. We had a great conversation. Coach Narn, about an hour. Got up here. He went in Mr. Molly's office. We had another great conversation. I was like, this is the place I need to be. They really want me. They showed how much they wanted me here. Uh, Once I got here, it was the kids made me feel like I was at home too. And the background came from I was a ref as well, so I ref basketball games out here.
Okay.
So I had a lot of middle school games out here. So I felt the crowd. I felt the energy with the crowd. No, middle school games was packed. I think I did a couple Edna games. I did some red and white games here. So I kind of knew the background of Vanderbilt, industrial. I knew the community supports the kids, and I want to get back to that. Well, I've been 5A Victoria. They kind of followed us a little bit, but we were rolling. They followed us. I was in Elgin. They didn't support us as well, Pflugerville, Conley. But being here and knowing a little bit about industrial from afar, they support the athletes. They support everything about industrial, and that's what I wanted. So I wanted the fan support, the community support. And that's kind of how I got here. Knowing a little bit about the background, I knew I would get community support. And I was worried coming here, and I was like, I don't know. Like, Mr. Molly assured me, Coach, you're good. Like,
Yeah.
you're the guy that we want. I was like,
Well, it sounds
I
like
don't
that with all
know.
the recruiting that they did to bring you in, and Coach, I've heard nothing but great things about it from the students, from the athletes as well. They enjoy you out there on the field, your energy and everything that you're bringing out here. It's been a great addition to Coach Nairn's staff in football. And speaking of, so you got a little bit of background in football too, don't you?
Yes, sir. I was Hempstead is Bobcats. I'm a
Mhm.
Bobcat. I've been small school football. I played everything: football, basketball, track, powerlifting, little baseball. So I know about small school and athletes and coaches sharing athletes. So that was one of the things coming here. So I was a football player. I had a football scholarship, but my background, I love basketball. About my sophomore year, I figured I wasn't gonna grow. So I was like, you know what? My ticket to get to where I want to go is football. So I still played basketball, but I put all my eggs, and I ended up going to Blinn Junior College. By way of Blinn, I ended up going to Angelo State, where I got my degree. And so that's how, and played football at Angelo State, ended up getting my degree there. So
Okay, well, collegiate athlete, another one out here. We really appreciate you coming out and giving that extra expertise out here on the field, being playing at that next level and offering it to the kids. And you come right in time too, because Coach Rowe, after being a head basketball coach for all those years, decided to hang it up this year. So how's the season been going? How are the kids kind of adapting to your lifestyle, or your coaching style?
and that's another reason I came, Coach Rowe. Knowing a little bit with Coach Rowe and talking to him, I know what he established here, and I want to just come here and keep what he's built, and keep it rolling. So I don't want to drop the ball. That's what I tell the kids. The kids have accepted me. They're working hard. I had one varsity returning player in the athletic period. Came in from day one. He's accepted me. He accepted my coaching, and him doing that, it put everybody else in place to follow suit. Because he's never gave me any issues. So if he's not giving me issues, it makes everybody else see that he's accepted me as the new coach. accepting my ideas and things like that. So buy-in is great. The energy level is great. The excitement with the program is great. As expected with a new coach, coming in, a different voice. Coach Rowe did a great job, and I thank him for getting this program to where it's at. He's stepping down and allowing me to come in. So, but the energy level is great. The kids have accepted me, and I'm loving it right now. So I can't wait. I'm still have patience for football. We still got a lot of work to do. But the guys that's in the gym right now, we're rocking and rolling. So
Yeah, I was just going to ask you that. It's really difficult. I can understand where you're coming from, not having your whole team there. But obviously, there's a lot of work still left to do here in football, and you got big aspirations, plans to keep on going, keep playing every here and beyond Thanksgiving. So, how's that going? As far as having to alter some of your practices, y'all are practicing in the morning. What's going on with that?
we're flexible.
Okay.
So I've been 5A all my life. So when I tell the kids been 5A, we always had the kids. So when basketball season rolled on, we was rocking and rolling. So my small school background, I understand that you got to wait a little bit. You got to share kids. I have about 12 freshmen in a period, about 5 upperclassmen. That puts me at 17. So good mixture of kids, and I got a couple kids that came off the football field as JV players. They're fighting for a varsity spot. So with that said, these guys in football has allowed them to play with no pressure and try to earn that spot before them guys get there. So it kind of works out. Them guys have 3 gay. Trevin is a potential varsity player. Mr. Lopez is a potential varsity player. And these weeks without them guys is giving them an opportunity to see if they can handle big boy basketball and maybe get a varsity spot. So, but I love the freshmen. I tell them guys all the time, you are my foundation. I'm going to judge myself in 3 years when you guys are juniors.
Mhm.
So you just got to be patient. It ain't your time now. I don't need you to play varsity now, so don't try to impress me. Just come in, relax, find out the new system, figure out the new system, and then let's roll. So them guys, I have to tell them the first day they came in there, they just trying to impress me. That they just like, calm down. Y'all are good. Y'all are freshmen. I got some guys coming out the football field that's been playing for 3-4 years, 2-3 year starters. I don't need you guys to play varsity right now. I just need you guys to learn the system in 2 years and continue to grow. And by your junior year, it'll be your time to shine. So.
No, it's a good philosophy to have, absolutely. Because the whole purpose, right, is to teach those underclassmen, so you've got that feeder coming in as you lose those upperclassmen to graduation or whatnot. Um, but Coach, with talking about that football, a lot of kids in football, and how's the basketball? What's your projection as far as team wise going? You looking at a couple JV teams, freshman team as well? What? You
Right
looking
now
at?
we got 3 teams. I have my freshman team is solid. If we could play a freshman schedule right now, we have. If everybody else have freshman teams, so right now when the varsity kids come from football, they would supplement the rest of my varsity roster. The guys that come from the varsity would fill in on my JV roster. I'm confident if I have to pull up some freshmen that probably top end, they can go play that JV, and then we can probably turn that freshman team into a developmental team. So it's flexible with the freshmen I have right now. So when I figure out who's all coming, and we'll have 3 solid teams. So
Awesome.
I'm confident we'll have 3 solid teams.
Yeah, well, that's a good position to be in. You got plenty of kids to go around and start building your program here
So
in your first year in Vanderbilt. So,
yes, sir.
no,
So
great news, man. That's awesome to hear. Coach, I'm excited to hear you. Season starts. Well, practice is already starting, but games I think start what, the 21st.
21st, we started October 25th. We've been going mornings, afternoons. I'm basing my like we're here tonight. We're about to watch the band. So I have 2 freshmen that's in the band. So I base my schedule off their practice schedule. No football. I base it off of football. Anything that's going on right now, I'm trying to be as flexible as possible, and my schedule can go morning or afternoon. And I try to get a Saturday in. That's why I can get most of my good practice in. If band is not doing anything, so I'm real flexible with them guys, and I want them guys to experience. I don't want to put the pressure. Like I understand being from a 3A small school, I understand that you guys in multiple sports. I think we have enough time to wait. So our first game is November 21st at Flatonia. It'll be a varsity game, so some of the freshmen may get an opportunity to go play.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell them, like, it's your chance. Just go play, have fun. I'm treating it like a scrimmage. So we have to be ready by December 15th. If we go to state, I got a month to get them varsity guys ready. So I already planned it up to state. So if I don't get them guys till state run, I got 20 practices to get them ready for 13 district games. So
there you go.
I didn't plan it all the way out. So
Good projections there, Coach.
Yes,
No,
sir.
absolutely. No, fantastic news. So you got a plan going forward, and we're excited to see how it's going to develop and come out. And we'll be there showing as many varsity games we're going to be able to get to. We'll be able to bring those to you all live here on the Cobra Sports Network. Well, Coach, thanks for joining me today, and we look forward to talking to you some more throughout the season.
Yes, sir. I look forward to you guys at the games, and we're going to bring a fast-paced brand of basketball, so I'm ready to showcase what the kids been working on. So
Awesome. Sounds great. Thanks a lot. We'll see you later, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thursday. I keep saying Friday. I can't get to Friday.
I know, Thursday. So I was hoping Friday, but I understand it helps everybody if we play on Thursday. So
It sure does. It sure does. Speaking of Friday or Thursday, there I go again. We got Coach Narn walking up here as well. We'll be right back. Maybe.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Like I'm on a podcast.
Well, yeah. Welcome back, Cobra fans. Here with Coach Narn as we're patiently waiting the Golden Cobra Band state qualifying performance. But, Coach, thanks for coming out and joining us. Beautiful night. Thanks for turning the AC on.
Yeah,
Appreciate
no problem. Glad we could help.
Yeah, yeah. No, definitely. The weather's cooling off. I know you guys are getting ready. Actually, good to have that bye week last week. It was
Yes.
something well-deserved. Get some players back.
Yeah.
And healthy. And, how's this Thursday coming along?
I think it's going well. We bounced around pretty good in practice day for a Monday. It was probably the best Monday practice of the year. So we're excited the way we came out and like I said, it was quick, it was crisp. The defense was communicating really well. We were throwing the ball, catching the ball, probably the best we've done all season, really. So I mean, it was a good workout today.
Well, that's what happens when you turn the AC on,
Yeah,
Coach.
exactly.
It's
Yeah,
a lot
not
cooler out here.
112 anymore, so we bounce around a little bit.
Yeah, no, fantastic. So Lyford, we played them a couple of years ago.
Right.
I know you remember that pretty well. Cobras went down to Odom and handled business pretty handily with Lyford.
Right,
Pretty
right.
lopsided score in that first round. But any changes in that Lyford team from 3 years ago to now?
We went back and watched a little bit of the game from a couple years ago. They're still basically a four-man front, 4-2-5 look. They did a really good job that game of being ball hawks. I think we threw 3 or 4 interceptions that night. And now defense gave up a score in their very first drive, and we held them the rest of the game. But Lyford's I remember those guys being 2 or 3 rounds deep in the playoffs when I was a freshman in high school. So they've been doing this for a long time. So they're a program that has pride. This isn't uncommon for them to be in the playoffs, and they went 9-1 this year. So it's not it's not going to be a walk in the park. We got to go down there with mentality. We got to go handle business.
No, absolutely. And you're right. You mentioned, I was just going to say that 9-1 record, with their only loss coming from the district champion San Diego.
Right.
Vaqueros within their own district. So some of the teams that they've played, have those been some good competition for Lyford?
Their first win was Port Isabel. And Port Isabel's a pretty solid 4A program. Especially down in the valley. That's one of the better valley programs. And then Falfierce is the playoff team, and Rio Hondo was a playoff team, and they handled them pretty well. But no, they've handled their business the way they need to go handle their business. So and I'm sure they have every intention of trying to do the same thing on Thursday. So we just got to make sure that doesn't happen.
Okay, and then health-wise, everybody doing okay?
Yeah, like I said, last week was, having a week 10 or week 11, I guess now bye week is is a little different than what you would do, say, if your bye week was week 5. Week 5 we would go back and look at those previous 4 or 5 games and see what needed to be tweaked, what needed to be worked on, and try to tighten things up. At this point of the season, we're not adding a whole lot. And really it's about health and all the little tweaked ankles and the flus and all those things that we've had. We kind of backed off of them a lot and just kind of went and sharpened up a little bit, but we sharpened up in a way where it wouldn't run into each other and do things like that. So, I think that showed today because, like I said, today was a really, really crisp practice. So it was good.
Oh, good deal. Good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And I know their quarterback, Romo.
Oh, yeah.
He was also the quarterback 3 years ago too, if I remember correctly, right? So
maybe so. I haven't got their roster yet. Now I've just been looking, obviously, on like Dave Campbell's and that type of thing. I haven't got the roster yet, so I don't know their kids' names, yet. But he looks familiar.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I remember because his last name being Romo, and he's number 9 too. So
Right. Well, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, but watching a little bit of film on him, it seems like he's elusive. He evades the pocket. He has a lot of pressure in his face quite a bit, but he does deliver the football pretty accurately.
Yeah, and they're kind of cut out of that London mold where they run it to keep you honest, but they're going to try to throw the ball. That's their number one goal. Get you kind of misaligned and get your secondary kind of a little confused, and they're going to, like I said, come out and try to throw it some. So we got to batten down the hatches and get ready for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure Coach Feller is going to have that defense ready to go and be ready for that.
Right. And our defensive front does a really good job of getting pressure on quarterbacks. So that helps our secondary out tremendously. So as long as we can keep getting pressure on those guys, we got just as good a chance as anybody.
Yeah, and we saw that in the London game, Coach. In the first half, Alec Manning was able to kind of maneuver around. He had some time to be able to deliver the ball downfield. And in the second half, almost a completely different game where the defense was just getting after it and just in Manning's face, pressuring him a ton, and it just kind of fell apart for him.
Coach Feller's put in a little nickel back, and which is your fifth, secondary type guy. A true cornerback that's playing where maybe a Sam might play or something like that, or a Jack or whatever, your outside linebacker, and that kind of helped slow their reads down a little bit, which gave us an extra second to get to the quarterback, which is pretty big.
Right.
So it was a good adjustment on Coach Feller's part.
Yeah, so expect to maybe see some more of that probably this Thursday.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to give everything away, but possible.
Yeah, I hear you. No, and you worried any about the change in routine that the guys are going through as far as having to get ready for Thursday and no school on Wednesday or whatnot?
A little bit, but it's not kind of one of those necessary evils, and maybe this is going to be the 10th game of the year, and we're coming off a bye week, so it feels like it's been so long since we played anyway. I think we'll adjust okay and go handle it. I think that London game was important in helping with our travel and things like that. And they've already been down to Corpus, and TM is not too terribly far away from London, so it'll be a similar trip that they've done like 3 weeks ago. So yeah, I think we'll handle that okay. The only thing we're going to do different is we're not going to lift on game day, but we'll kick the field during the athletic period and go through all our different scenarios and special teams units and all that stuff. So it'll be a little different, but not too terribly bad.
Okay. And that's so Thursday game's at 7:00 now, not 7:30.
Right. Yeah. A lot of the people that host on Thursdays want to start a little earlier so they can get their people out of there, get them home, go to bed, which is fine with me because same deal. I got to be back up here Friday morning, so
everybody got to get back to work on
I'll
Friday.
I'll take that 30 minutes.
No, absolutely, I hear you. And so Wednesday as well, the band's going to be doing their state performance up in San Antonio.
Right. So we had to adjust our practice for that. We're going to come up and work out 7 to 9 in the morning on Wednesday. Which when I was at San Angelo Central, we practiced Monday morning before school, like at 6:00 to like 8:15ish, and then we practiced after school on Tuesday, and then we did our zip pop practice on Wednesday in the morning. So our kids would get off the field at like 8:00 on Wednesday morning and not play again until Friday, and we were always really fresh. Now obviously it's a Thursday game; it's not quite the same, but at least it's better than practicing after school on a Wednesday and then turn around and practice and playing a game after school on Thursday. At least we got another 8 hours to kind of, get our legs back under us. So I think it'll be a good thing.
Okay.
And then it'll give our kids the opportunity to go support the band. So we're excited about that chance.
Yeah, no, anytime you can get out there and support all the other sports. And speaking of some other sports, we didn't get to have them in here this evening, but volleyball did end up
Right.
finishing up their season last week.
Yeah.
Um,
They gave Poth all they wanted, though. I
Yeah.
mean, they went out there and you want to say they tried hard, but man, they really got after it and had Poth backed up against the wall. And Poth, hats off to them. They found a way to come fight out of the corner there and get the win. But our girls played tough, man.
Yeah, no, that was definitely exactly what I heard as well. Finishing out the season strong here under Coach Dunn's first year. So
Right,
excited to see what the future has to hold, and only losing one senior,
Right.
Faith Vidal, and then so a ton of underclassmen coming up with a lot of experience.
Oh man,
It's going to be a great year next year.
Super deep program. The JV team I think only lost a handful of games. The JV B team only lost a handful of games. I mean, I don't envy Coach Dunn and having to. Where the heck you gonna put all those girls? Good luck. So we're gonna have to either get start competing amongst ourselves and get really good, which is a good problem, or it's a great problem to have.
No, absolutely. No, it definitely is. And that's what we're kind of talking with Van Duren earlier as well. Just having that many kids that you can put together, with that underclassmen to be able to continue to feed your program.
Right.
That's definitely a good thing. You got that in football as well, having
yeah.
3 teams in such a small school.
Yes.
The other thing, too, we had state cross-country girls. The cross-country girls went up to state and got their picture up on the screen right now. Finished 12th overall.
I believe so, yes, sir.
And Kate Simons in it finished 15th overall.
I think so.
So-
Man, you're at the finish line and they're just flying by you, and it's like you're trying to count, and but that's the news I got, and it hats off to them too. I mean, it's a tough group to go run with, and they went out there and they didn't bring anything off the course. They ran as hard as they could for as long as they could, and very proud of their effort and the things they were doing.
Yeah, no, I actually got a message right here that Kate actually ran one of her best times at 12 minutes 10 seconds. So absolutely fantastic race for Kate Simons.
You watch those girls cross the finish line, and they're just. I gotta take my trash out. Sorry. Hey, you watch those girls cross the finish line; they're just gassed, man. Like it's like Normandy Beach, man. They're just all flopping around, and laying down on the ground. I mean, it's cool to watch because you know that they just gave it everything they got for the last 12 minutes and held nothing back, and it's a tough sport.
No, it absolutely is. I love the sign when you drive in. It's our sport is your punishment.
Exactly. Yeah. No kidding. We're doing this for fun. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Well, Coach, we got the band coming up here in a little bit. I think the drum majors are going to come join us here
All right, cool.
in a few seconds. I appreciate you coming and talking with me today. Coach, good luck to you the rest of the week, and I can't wait for
Thanks,
Thursday
sir.
night.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
y'all.
All right, we'll be right back.
Commitment to community service. It's a mission the First State Bank employees have lived by for more than 60 years. By continuously volunteering, sponsoring school fundraisers, and engaging in community service projects, the First State Bank not only lives its mission, it lives up to its motto, friendliest bank anywhere. So call, stop in, or visit fsblouise.com today and get to know the friendly bankers who are making a positive impact in your community. Eat 'em up, snakes. The First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Oh, we got to unmute. Well, thank you. Welcome back, Cobra fans. Cobra Sports Network here live as we get set for the Golden Cobra Band as they get ready to present their state qualifying performance here. And with me tonight, I have drum majors Kyle Schrader
Taylor Crow.
and Taylor Crow. And we're missing one. Rachel Langey's around here somewhere, but she'll be joining us here in a little bit. But hey, guys, thanks for joining us. We got to talk to y'all early on at the kickoff barbecue, and y'all was really telling us about how this show was developed and, you know, the whole part of the design of the show and everything else is stuff that I never even realized how much work and time was put and thought is put into these performances. And guys, I just wanted to tell you that after you guys did that or told us about that and described to us, and then I got to see it actually out here live. Guys, it's wonderful. It really is. It's touching. It's moving. It's a fantastic performance. So congratulations on job well done out here this year.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about it. So what got y'all to this point?
Well, a lot of hard work in early mornings and late nights. That's what got us here.
I believe that. You know, coming out here late nights, and I see you guys out here in the parking lot constantly working tonight, and no different as well. And early mornings as well. So, yeah, a whole ton of work. Taylor?
Just a lot of teamwork.
Yeah.
A lot of teamwork.
And then, so y'all also do some solos as well, right? And that's one thing that you guys were telling me is kind of not really been done before, where the drum majors get in there and start doing the solos. And y'all want to kind of explain to the fans a little bit about what's taking place there?
Yeah, me and Rachel actually have 2 solos in the show, and it's really cool because we each get to show off our playing as well as on the podium doing the conducting.
Okay, and what do you play, Taylor?
I play the flute.
Okay, and then when y'all are doing you're doing your solo, you standing up there on top of the what do you call those, the balconies or
A podium?
the podiums? Okay, just podiums. Okay, all right. So do you do it up there, or is
Rachel does in
Rachel?
the first movement, and then I stand in front of one on
Okay.
the field in the second movement.
all right?
Yes. I just march.
You just
I
march.
march and play. I don't have a solo.
Well, I see you doing it on Friday nights, wearing some football pants
Yes.
and stuff too. You're a little out of uniform.
It's hard to march in cleats, I'll tell you.
Is it? It's a little
Yes.
bit more difficult. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the show. Tell the fans what to expect as they're going to get ready to watch it out here. How does it kind of start? Tell the story. And going back to that kickoff barbecue day.
Yeah, it starts off kind of dry, kind of dead, and then through the second movement is whenever the life starts coming in, the rain starts coming in, and then by the third movement it's all pretty and luscious and green, and it's really pretty.
Okay, and that's what's symbolized in the uniforms that y'all are wearing, kind of the dried up, deserted, barren land, if you will. Okay, and then the water comes in and washes everything up and brings life back to the plant or back to the area.
And then with our props and all our sound effects, you can really see it coming in. And then the tree we have, it starts off real dry, just straight dry, and then as the song comes in, all the movements, they cover it up and they decorate it and pull it out when their song hits.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because I noticed that last Friday night was that the tree did come out bare, and then later on, I'm busy doing something else, come back and see there's leaves all over it. I missed who did all of that and how that happened. So it looks like y'all have some great volunteers down there that are helping with all the props.
Just that's a thank you to the parents and all the 8th grade helpers and junior high helpers.
Okay. All right. So anybody else you want to kind of reach out and thank? You guys are seniors too, right? This is your last time, your last hoorah, headed to state. So way to go out with a bang. That's awesome. So what do we expect? I know we're going to watch it tonight, but we're going to be seeing the state competition is Wednesday.
Yes.
Where at?
The Alamo Dome in San Antonio at
3:30.
3:30.
At 3:30.
And if you can't get there, it's live. So
well, on what? What's it live on?
what the website is?
NFHS.
NFHS. Okay. So on NFHS, then y'all can catch it if you have a subscription to it. So awesome. But you'll be able to see it here in a little bit, so
Yes.
don't go anywhere. Yeah, well, thank y'all for joining me. Good luck to y'all on Wednesday. wish y'all best luck, and I can't wait to see the performance this evening.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. We'll be right back.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Commitment to community service. It's a mission the First State Bank employees have lived by for more than 60 years. By continuously volunteering, sponsoring school fundraisers, and engaging in community service projects, the First State Bank not only lives its mission, it lives up to its motto, friendliest bank anywhere. So call, stop in, or visit fsblouise.com today and get to know the friendly bankers who are making a positive impact in your community. Eat 'em up, snakes. The First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. I'm here with Dodie Stewart. Thank you so much for joining me. Dodie, we've had you up here in the booth before, being a fan of the week. And so thanks for joining me again this evening and coming out. And what I hear is that you have all the knowledge as to exactly what's going on with this show that we're about to see tonight.
I am officially a band nerd. I follow all the bands. I've been buried watching all the competitions up till now. Last week it was it went for the 2A, 4A, 6A, and starting today, they're going to do the 1A, 5A, and then 3A concludes on Wednesday. So it's pretty exciting. Exciting.
Awesome stuff. So they're going up Wednesday to go and compete up in the Alamo Dome, right?
They will.
And it's going to be on NFHS from what we've been
It
told.
is. It's the official network for UIL.
Okay.
They've sold them the rights to that. There's a lot of copyright laws that go into effect with these because a lot of the music is copyrighted.
Okay.
Even some of the shows are copyrighted because they're written by professionals.
Okay.
And so they have to follow a lot of rules with that. Our show is real exciting this year. It's called The Giver of Life. And if you watch the show, most shows have 3 movements, and you'll see there's 3 movements in this show also. So the Giver of Life is actually water, is what this is talking about. And being in South Texas this past summer, we can really relate to kind of what this show's about. But it starts out, when you watch the show, you're going to look at a desolate area. It's been under severe drought. You'll see a tree. You'll see all kinds of things if you'll notice the props in the background. So it starts out with actually the music is an old hymn. It is Go Down to the River to Pray is part of it, and it shows the people are praying and asking for rain. They want relief from this drought. As it moves from the prayer thing, then all of a sudden the storm comes. This is all still part of the first movement. And the first movement ends with this storm. You'll hear, if you watch the flags, if you listen for thunder, really listen to the music, you can kind of hear that storm. When that ends, then it's like the quiet rain comes and the rivers start flowing. And you'll hear the song, The River, and I'm sure y'all have picked up on that one when they start playing it. And you'll see some visuals that show the rivers start to flow again. The third movement is the land coming to life again. And so it's real exciting as everything starts coming in, and it does have a really, really exciting finish. So it means a lot of things to different people. I even had my granddaughter had said that she can see God in this because it's the giver of life, and it starts out with all these things. And So it is a moving piece, and I really have enjoyed this one.
No, and absolutely. And we was talking with the drum majors before that. Is I've never really paid that much attention to band performances, and I know there's a lot that goes into it. I wasn't naive to that fact, but just hearing you talk about it, hearing Rachel Lange talk about it at the beginning of the season, and just how passionate everyone is about this performance in particular as well. Seeing exactly what's taking place and listening to you describe it, it makes a whole lot of sense. And it gives me a little bit of chills right now because now I'm thinking about it, and you're 100% correct. The giver of life, and that's exactly why you were saying that it was your niece.
It's my granddaughter.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
granddaughter was saying that it reminds her of God, because that's exactly what, the giver of life right there. And that's so we're going to be able to witness that out here tonight in Vanderbilt. That's fantastic. So thank you for
Absolutely.
clearing all that up and explaining that.
Sure.
So you're going to be up in the booth as well while the performance is taking place.
Tonight I am at actual state contest. Would you like me to explain kind of how state works out?
Yeah, I'd love to.
So we're competing with 23 other schools. All this started back with our regional competition. Every school goes to a region competition to actually qualify to keep moving forward. Everyone just has to make an excellence performance. They just have to get ones at that, and then they move on to area. At area, they compete with other bands. We started out, I think there was 33 bands at area when we went down to Beeville, and they finished the prelims in second place, and it blew them all away because there's some big schools there, real big schools there, and they couldn't believe that they did so well. So they went to second place. They finished in second place to qualify. Only 6 can qualify for state. They have prelims, 33 bands, condenses down to 12, and out of that 12, then 6 moved to state. We were finished number 2 out of all those bands, and pretty exciting. So now they go to state, and there's 23 bands there that came from all over the state. The thing about band, we don't have Division I, Division II. It is straight 3A, so there's a lot more competition out there that they're going against. I was looking at the program with a number of students in each band. There's some students some bands we're competing with. They'll have 176 people on the field. I think we have like 74 on the field that we have. So it's a big diversity there. But when we go, we'll compete against these bands. There are 5 judges. 3 that focus just on the music, and 2 only on visual. And the 2 visuals are actually up where they cannot hear the music, so that they are focused totally on that. So they aren't influenced by anything else. Then out of those 5 judges, they give them a score, rank them, add them all together, and then it's like a golf score. Lowest score is number 1, then on down. The top 10 qualify for finals. That is our really big goal, because Industrial has never been to finals at state marching contest. The highest we went back and looking, Industrial finished 9th, but it wasn't enough to make it to finals that year. And that was in 1998 because I was there. It was real exciting for them. And so this time we want to be in the top 10. Then 5 new judges come in that have never seen the shows. And same thing again. They're going to judge it the same. 3 music, 2 visuals, then they rank them again. And out of that, of course, you have 1 state champion. But then they'll all be on the field together, and they will call them out in order.
Okay, well,
on
fantastic.
that. So it'll be real exciting for them.
Okay, so what time do they perform on Wednesday?
They will perform at 3:30 on Wednesday.
Okay.
If they make the finals, those performances don't start until later in the evening. I think the last band performs in finals at 10:30, so it's going to be late when we find out what that is. Matter of fact, I think the band's staying the night, and they're going to have to travel from San Antonio down to Corpus on Thursday for the playoff game. Yeah, so they're going to be a traveling band.
They got no pun intended.
None at all.
No, well, that's fantastic. Okay, well, thank you for breaking all that down. So it's a full day. They got to wait until 3:30. Hopefully, they make it to that next, and if they do make it to that final performance, they get to perform again in front of the judges for that final time.
They did,
and
we don't have that time until they announce at that time.
Okay.
But it is on the network, so if anybody wants to tune in, they can.
Okay. Oh, awesome.
Sounds
well, thank you very much for explaining all that to me.
Sure.
And to us, and we appreciate it, and we can't wait to watch it here in about 10 minutes.
Well, good. I'm excited because I hope I've gained some more band fans. So.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with that band performance. You're watching the Cobra Sports Network.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Commitment to community service. It's a mission the First State Bank employees have lived by for more than 60 years. By continuously volunteering, sponsoring school fundraisers, and engaging in community service projects, the First State Bank not only lives its mission, it lives up to its motto, friendliest bank anywhere. So call, stop in, or visit fsblouise.com today and get to know the friendly bankers who are making a positive impact in your community. Eat 'em up, snakes. The First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Industrial High School, you may enter the field. Now performing from Industrial ISD, the Industrial High School Marching Band. Their program is entitled Giver of Life. The UIL is proud to present in state preliminary competition drum majors Taylor Crow, Rachel Lange, Kyle Schrader, and the Industrial High School Golden Cobra Band. Directors of the Industrial High School games, Lori Furman, Stacey Hudson, Nicholas Jocelyn, and Bailey Sheldon. Principal is Heather Miller. Superintendent is Scott Hodges. The band would like to thank the National Band Boosters, Industrial ISD Administration, and the entire Industrial ISD for all of their lovely support this year. Let's give one more round of applause for the Industrial High School band.
Well, that's it for the band show tonight. Good luck to them as they compete at State in San Antonio on Wednesday, 3 o'clock. If you have NFHS, you can watch it on there. We will see y'all on Thursday as the Cobras get ready to take on the Lyford Bulldogs in their first bout of playoff action. We'll see y'all then. You're watching Cobra Sports Network.